Hello, YouTube fam. Today we're playing Grixis Reanimator Aggro, which is a kind of a weird jumble of words, but I'll let you know how it goes here. So really, we're built around No One Left Behind from the Brothers War, which is a reanimation spell. It says this spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a creature with mana value 3 or less. And with when that reduction is in place, it costs 1 and a black, so it's 2 mana, and so you can actually get a discount on 3-drops. So we have powerful 3-drops in Gix and Corpse Appraiser, but we also have a wide assortment of 2-drops in Bloodtithe Harvester, Evangel of Synthesis, and Tenacious Underdog. So right there, there are 5 different hits we can hit with No One Left Behind, but also it has the bigger reanimation version, which if you pay 5 mana, you can get any card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And that's where we will reanimate things like Flesh Scourger or Sheldred, things of that nature. You'll also notice that we have 2 Galvanic iterations in this deck. That card looks out of place for a deck with not many instants or sorceries. I mean, really, we have Galvanic iteration, Cut Down, Grasp, and Go for the Throat. Those are all the instant sorceries, besides No One Left Behind. But if you copy a No One Left Behind with Galvanic iteration, the original copy, let's say if you were targeting a creature with mana value 3 or less, it costs you 2 mana, and then 2 mana for the iteration. That's 4 mana total. But the copy you get from No One Left Behind can return any creature. So if you have, let's say, discarded a Phyrexian Flesh Scourger from a Evangel of Synthesis, or a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, or a Bloodtithe Harvester blood token, in any of those instances, you discarded the Phyrexian Flesh Scourger, and now you have copied a No One Left Behind with Galvanic iteration, you can get the 7 mana Flesh Scourger version, so the 7/5. So that's really the plan of the deck, is just to be a nice solid aggro deck with Phyrexian Flesh Scourger, Sheldred, Corpse Appraiser, any of that. And if your Flesh Scourger dies or you discard it, get the No One Left Behind Galvanic iteration combo going and really put the foot on the gas and put your opponent out of the game. I'm interested to see how it does. I'm not totally confident this is going to be the best deck in the world, but it looks fun. And I really wanted to try No One Left Behind because it seems like an absurdly powerful card, especially with the iteration. Alrighty, let's get into the games. Okay, we're going first, and we're missing blue mana, but the hand is not bad otherwise, so I think we'll keep. Yes, lead off with a Haunted Ridge, though. We draw blue mana, obviously our hand gets a lot better, especially if it's untapped blue mana this turn. It's not, but it's something to cast on 2/2, which is basically equally as good. See what our opponent has. Circle and Confinement. Okay, that's a good one for the underdog. And we did draw the blue mana. But I think we're going to get our Fable down. It's another good circle target, but they can't have that many of them. Borrowed Time, sure. See what they hit. Do they want the token or the... Yeah, they want the real deal there. Okay. Gives us the ability to attack with the token. And to play the Synthesis. See what we draw and discard. I think we'd rather have second black mana, so I think we're going to get rid of this Sokinzen. And we're going to play this other Fable. For our opponent on the back foot. Commune, okay. Kind Naturalist. Yep. Another Commune. Okay, at least it's not a Choke Confinement or something like that. They don't have any creature cards in the graveyard, and neither do we. So this Corpse Appraiser is not looking great. And I think we can do better than... Well, if we keep the Flesh Scourger, we can cast both of these. I think we'll do it like this. No One Left Behind. Sure, yeah, that looks pretty good. And just get swinging in. Get some treasure. They're going to get a big attack in with their Naturalist that has lifelink, but we're fine with that. Gonna, they're gonna Mashiko's Reign of Truth. Commune first, though. For borrowed time, sure. Borrowed time on our Flesh Gorger isn't great. But if they don't do that, they're gonna eventually run into the Fable Blood Tithe Harvester loop. So yep, they're gonna get the Fable. And they are gonna pump up here. And swing in, is my guess. No block from us. Okay, gonna attempt to kill the Naturalist with the Harvester. And that gives us something to Corpse Appraise. And it doesn't matter. Alright, getting in our big attack. Killing our opponent. Alrighty, on to the next one. So our opponent's going first, and we're missing a second black mana, but we can still cast Blood Tithe Harvester. And we just really need any black mana, which we have a lot of in the deck, to do well. So I think we're gonna keep... Might be a little greedy, but we can cast both Harvesters still. That paid off immediately. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now we are... we did hope this would be like a, blue-black land, but that's alright. Opponent's on some Grixis pile as well, by the looks of it. Our opponent just sits back and draws cards. We'll be able to get Gix down and start attacking and getting cards that way, which will be big. Fable, sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the Gix down and attack, and make our opponents decide if they want to get their treasures going, or or prevent me from drawing. That's okay. Next time we get this Fable down, or we can get this Shelter down. See how much mana our opponent... They didn't discard anything. Their hand must be good. Another black mana. Probably not an Invoke Despair deck with Shivan Reef and Mountain. That's good to note. Braids our Gix, sure. And draws the Bank Buster, you would imagine. Corpse Appraiser. Dang. See, that's good, because we were going to no one left behind that Gix. So that was a good play by them. Definitely a good play. And they put two lands, well, a land and a cut down in the graveyard. Does that mean they already have a cut down in their hand? Not sure, but I think we're going to be mana efficient this turn. Play Sheldred. Probably should have attacked first and not giving our opponent perfect knowledge about what our turn was going to be, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. I've done this to so many people, and I've just done it to myself. Okay. Well, doesn't feel great. You always love getting other people with it, but sometimes when you're recording, you don't think of everything, and you get got. So still working on that, being able to think optimally while also recording. But we'll see how it goes here. Move a spell for this Reflection would be nice. Nice. Just gonna kill this Reflection and play another Harvester. I know it's strange not to be killing the Sheldred, but they didn't kill our Sheldred. They decided to just counter with their own Sheldred. So they might not have a removal spell for ours. And with these Flesh Gorgers, we're pretty happy to play a longer game as long as we keep drawing lands. Another Appraiser in this Harvester in our graveyard. Could have drawn Appraisers over there. And really have stifled our No One Left Behind plan. They might not have removal for our children. So we can expect this to be in a braid, probably. Sure. No need for us to block that. We're sniffing out in a braid. Create our Fable token here. Our opponent gets the ability to draw, which is not great for us, but we draw an untapped land next turn. We can play our Flesh Gorger, which is really what we're banking on to be our trump in this matchup. Obviously, next turn we can discard Flesh Gorger and cast with a No One Left Behind as well, which is probably going to be our plan, unless we draw anything else crazy. They do play Invoke Despair, but despite playing the Mountain and the Shivan Reef in their deck. Wow. Sure. Sure. Guess we'll get rid of the Shaman. I think we're in such a bad position this time that we have to block. Oh, we'll block Shelly. For sure, we'll block Shelly. Okay, get one of these Gorgers into the graveyard. Cast a cut down on this Shaman. Okay, yep. Get this. Flesh Gorger back with a No One Left Behind. If they have a counterspell here, it's not looking good, but if they don't, we're not too... Oh my... They're the Make Disappear Invoke Despair deck with Shivan Reef and Mountain in their deck. That is something. That's definitely something. Yeah. Yeah, that's a deck over there for sure. Maybe we should be playing Invoke Despair since we have the Galvac iteration in our deck. This opportunity to block. Guess we're on the blocking plan again. Really, we're getting outvalued here. It's not exactly the type of matchup we're looking for, especially when they drew every Corpse Appraiser to oppress our early draw. Their draw has just lined up very well against ours, which, you know, part of the appeal to playing stock net deck Grixis. I think we're gonna block and be all in on this Flesh Gorger or concede next turn. Another Fable, sure. At least they can't counter us if we draw on tap land. So let's do that and hopefully it gives us a chance to win still. Nope, didn't do that, so GG's. Alrighty, on to the next one. Our opponent's going first, but this is not a bad hand, so we'll keep. You need a blue mana or some mana, and that fits the bill. We'll lead off on this Haunted Ridge, and now have untapped land the rest of the way. What's on Mardu? Anvil, okay. And they are gonna pass the turn, probably. Okay, they don't think they knew it was their turn still. They're sticking priority in the Anvil. Anvil players and sticking priority the whole game. Knew a better combo. Alright. Opponents now getting their mana rolling. Another Anvil, sure. Yeah, we're not really built to beat multiple Anvils, but we'll try it. Gonna need to get a big Flash Gorger onto the battlefield or something to gain or counteract this life gain. Okay, discarding probably Iteration. One of these Corpse Appraisers that we have a bunch of. There's definitely some argument there to playing the Gix, but I think I want to play second Fable here to try to get maybe more discarding in. Bankbusters, sure. And they're just gonna draw right away, sure, yeah, that's fine. I haven't gotten a lot of value out of these anvils yet. I almost feel like they should eat their Bankbuster with their anvil. Maybe they're contemplating the same thing, but not exactly, it seems. If I discard the Gix, I can get it back with no one left behind. So I think I'll do that. And then the Harvester, I suppose. The Praiser, I suppose. Yeah, this gives us the ability to Galvanic into the no one left behind. It's not exactly the wombo combo, but we'll do it. And the Corpse Appraiser really isn't anything crazy. It's going to be a 3-3, but we're building a pretty big battlefield here. Oh, we can't exile our own grave. Yeah, we'll exile our own Appraiser, yeah. Put the second Gix into our hands in case they kill our current one. And we dumped another iteration, which was pretty good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll do on that one. Sheltered was not bad. Yeah, I think I'll play Harvester. Just put more creatures onto the battlefield. Now we have the Harvester Reflection, so they're gonna have to choose between killing the Gix, the Harvester. They have a lot of hard choices to kill here. Okay, that can fire up a Bank Buster. Our opponent can block a bunch with these anvils, but they're gonna have to really commit to that plan and getting some artifacts onto the battlefield. Are they going to sacrifice? No. Oh, they're sacrificing it then. Okay. Drawing some cards. Sure. Requisitioner, yep. Now they're starting to get their artifacts going. Question is, do I want to kill all of their artifacts? Can I even do that? If I Blood Tithe Harvester this one, go for the throat and cut down. I can if I wanted to, leave them with an empty board and get in a huge swing. Nothing crazy with the Corpse Appraiser. An iteration, a cut down or something as well if I wanted to. Yeah, let's copy the Harvester. Get some more blood. And target a construct. They'll sack in response, but they're not going to get the 1/1s at least. Trying to clear them out of 1/1s. I'll sack again. And now we'll have a big attack here. And obviously there we're fine with spending cards because we're just going to refuel our hand right now. So yeah, we will say yes to a couple of these. Harvester, sure. So it gives us 6. Final Grasp, sure. Can't play a Shelly this turn. So I think I'm going to draw one more and then start declining these. And I think I'm going to return an Anvil to their hand at the end of this turn here to really slow down their production. And now we still have a pretty overwhelming board presence. Opponent's got to find a way to beat the Kiki Cheeky Reflection combo wombo at the end of our next turn if we choose to go that route. Obviously they have the treasure, but as many of them spend 2 of their precious mana to create artifacts. They might not have a bunch of artifacts. Okay, that's fine. Wipe their board. Didn't really expect them to have a burn down the house in their anvil deck, but you know, people are doing whatever they want to these days. Still have not drawn up the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger or something to really go over the top of our opponent. Still working on that one. Opponent has the ability to kill the shelter. They didn't even think about it, so might not have it in hand. Depopulate. Sure, draw me a card, baby. Okay, they're playing Wrath.deck, seemingly. Gonna have to find a way to get these last few points of damage in. I'm gonna keep playing Shelters, though. It might be hard for them to answer. See what they got. Requisitioner for Blitz, sure. Come on in. Flesh Scourger. You do like to see the gorgeous Flesh Scourger. Okay. With that being the case, though, I think we're still going to play just Sheldred plus Corpse Appraiser. Just keep making them have board wipes. Sure. Drawing now while they can. Gonna gain no life because it permanent had no mana value. Get this Evangel into our hand. See if we can eventually get to a point where we can discard a Flesh Scourger and also have a No One Left Behind and Flashback with Iteration and really get our board going. Put it down to 2. They didn't have a way to kill this Sheldred at instant speed, so maybe they have it again on Wrath. Rite of Oblivion, sure. Exiles our guy. Are they considering flashing back the Rite of Oblivion? They are considering it, okay. And a Bankbuster, sure. So that means they would have to have another Wrath to be able to kill the Flesh Scourger, so we'll do this then. Make them have a Wrath. If they don't have a Wrath, it's going to be really hard to kill the Flesh Scourger because it'll deal 7 to them. Harvester, sure. And they're going to sack someone to get their 2/2s. Yep. Okay, I think we're going to attack. They can't just block it with one creature. So we're definitely going to get the lifelink off of it, which is going to be big. If I were them, I would, yeah, block. I would not block that way if I were them, though. Because now they can't block it. I would not, I don't know. They're going to have to sack creatures, and I don't know if there's anything they could do now. I think they made a critical error there by crewing with the 3/1/1s. It's part of the benefit of having the Flesh Scourger in your deck is that sometimes your opponent just is not really sure what to do against it. Not giving you the 1/1s, though. That's why you have the Infernal Grass go for the throat split, too. And they're exiling stuff. None of that looks good enough. GG's. Well, that's the power of the Flesh Gorger. Ran him out of wraths and then really just bullied them into misplaying. So, alrighty, on to the next one. Okay. Opponent goes first, and this looks like a hand we'll keep. We'll want to lead off on this Storm-Carved Coast. So we can play Swamp next turn and Blood Tithe Harvester and then have blue mana up. Or any kind of mana up on turn 3. It's on Warzov. Be Mardu. Yep, Mardu. Bitter Reunion, okay. Tormenting Voice, but on an enchantment. And gives you creatures haste. That's a relevant bit of text there at the bottom. We're going to need to make sure we understand. Portal to Firex, yeah, okay. That doesn't seem to bode well for us. I think, yeah, we're just going to be aggro then. If our opponent has this big late game plan, we want to be aggro and hope our opponent doesn't have a cut down here. Doesn't look like they do. Go ahead and draw our card. Next turn we can slam a Shelly. They're really close to reanimating this portal though. So next turn they could definitely reanimate that portal. So I think that means we're just going to play this Fable and pass. We can keep this Shelly for a more valuable turn. Obviously, they're probably going to be able to eat our 2 creatures here, but this is a 5-mana double removal spell. That instance. Repair and recharge, yep. I get to return that creature as well. This probably is looking like an L at this point. Gonna discard this cut downs. They don't look too good against their opponent's deck. So I think we're just basically gonna play and see if our opponent never draws any more removal spell or another portal. And try to keep our creatures on the battlefield. Keep their creatures off the battlefield. Because this is not really a matchup where okay, we're prepared to beat. We don't have any more creatures in the graveyard, so that's fine. Draw my card. Get to flip this Fable. Opponents are getting real low on life. Play another Gix. And attacks with Sheldred. They're gonna be obvious blockers here. And yeah, I think we want to keep up this go for the throat. Opponent is gonna just keep getting Gix back. Currently, a Reflection can't give anything haste. If they attack with the Olivia, I think we're fine with them paying 1 life to draw the card. Because they're so low on life. It seems to be our best avenue to win. Kill this Olivia right now. Second Shelly. I think we want to play this Evangel here and copy it. Second Go for the Throat is a good one. I think we're going to attempt to kill their Gix here. Yep, and that'll be it. Yeah, we just got through enough damage. That's a tough matchup. Yeah, I wasn't narrating a bunch because it's hard to think there. But yeah, the Portal to Phyrexian turned 5, but our one out was hoping they couldn't kill our Sheldred and reanimated a bunch. And if they had removal spells, they would have killed our Sheldred and reanimated it certainly. So we were reasonably hopeful they didn't have any more removal spells. Maybe they had like another Olivia or something stuck in their hand, but yeah, we'll take that. Nice dub. GG's. Alrighty, and we're back with Grixis Reanimator, and the deck was really fun. I mean, we kind of got to see the No One Left Behind Galvanic Iteration combo on at least two small creatures at least. So you get our 6 mana worth of value for less than 6 mana put in with the Galvanic Iteration plus the No One Left Behind. We never got to Galvanic Iteration No One Left Behind a Phyrexian Fleshgorger that lived. They did counter one No One Left Behind that was casting a Fleshgorger, but wasn't iteration or anything. But overall, the deck was super cool to play. It's kind of along the mono black deck I played earlier this season, where you're really just trying to deal a bunch of damage to your opponent and finish them off with Phyrexian Fleshgorger, and just that plan is really good, especially with 2-drops that have 3 power when they're attacking basically every time with the Evangel and all that. The Gix is just super good at keeping your hand filled. If our opponent is, let's say they play a Fable on turn 3, but we played a Synthesis on turn 2. In our turn 3, we slam a Gix and they're tapped out. I mean, we're drawing a card off the Gix for sure. So Gix is super snowballing and powerful in that way. Corpse Appraiser didn't look great, honestly. It could have looked better in different spots. Maybe you can find a different 3-drop that really puts this archetype over the top. Obviously, Graveyard Trespasser is another one, and these are similar cards, but I think I wanted the Appraiser since it had more card advantage built in. But maybe there's a really powerful 3-drop you can play in this slot as well, something non-legendary to go with the Fable, because we're already playing some legendary creatures in Gix and Sheldred, so you'd have that synergy problem there. But fun deck. I think the No One Left Behind Galvanic Iteration combo is really fun, and I think it's a deck you can win a ladder with, and certainly have a lot more fun than just stock Grixis, net deck kind of thing. So yeah, you should play it. Until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.